Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ordinary here. Episode 7 as GM here in Vancouver / player / whatever. Since our crushing defeat against Minnesota last time, the team has gone on quite the skid without Ryan Miller and Daniel Sedin, so they lost 4 in a row. Started to bring it back before the trade deadline and then dropped another one. So this is the trade deadline episode. Our record is 34-27-1, so that's about as bubble as you can get at this stage in the season. I'm going to go back to the standings here, take a look at where we are, and we can decide if we want to be buyers or sellers or kind of just stagnant. We'll see. Team stats, not Pacific Division. Let's go Western Conference. Alright, so the Wild, who beat us, are apparently winning the entire Western Conference. Anaheim's in second. Here we are down in 8th, like I said, bubble team. But the division has us in 3rd, so that's a lock. So we're really fighting with Edmonton more so than any other team. They have 64 points, we have 69 points. If we look at the Central, it's 83, 80, 72, 72, 71. So, I guess we're kind of battling these 3 teams in case Edmonton knocks us off, but it's really just between us and Edmonton at this point for that final spot out of the Pacific Division. I don't think, maybe San Jose, but I think it's safe to write Arizona and Calgary out at this point, depending on what injuries look like for Edmonton. They could be competition for us, but yeah, it's between us and Edmonton for this 3rd spot. I would like to make the playoffs. I think Vancouver in real life is going to make the playoffs this year, somewhere in the same seed-ish region. So I don't think we need to trade away too much and get like too many picks back or whatever. What I do think we need to do is take a look at what we have that we're not using and we're not going to be using. What the fuck does it mean? Okay, there we go. It was just busted. So, yeah, Daniel got re-injured. Miller's back. It looks like Benino's with a playable injury right now. But Daniel and Henrik, they're never going to leave Vancouver in real life, so they're staying. Shinkarik, what's he at? 76 overall. What's his potential? Elite. Alright. We're not using him right now, but we will definitely be using him in the future, so there's no point in getting rid of him. Palat, we just brought in. That was a big trade for us. Vertanen, 71 at 18 with a top 6 potential. That could be a piece that we move. I know in real life he's not going anywhere, but in a video game, why not? Cassian, he's about the same type of player, just further along in the progression. Higgins has not been doing anything for us. 85 at 31 years old, that's not bad. Decent amount of trade value to him, so he might be a piece to go if we are to make any type of decent sized trades. Let's just check out what our top 6 looks like right now. Alright, here we go. Daniel, when he's healthy, Henrik and Verbata on the first line, and then it's Benino, Palat, and Higgins on the second line. Cassian, Matthias, and I think it's Kucherov, and then Richardson on the 4th line with, I don't think, are we running Jensen? I don't know. I don't think we are, though. I think he's, yeah, he's in the minors. You can see the emblem there. With Dorsett and Jeffrey is the 4th line. And then I think we just got Vey, Ryden, Pine. So we do have an extra forward because we could bring Vey in. We could move Richardson up to 2nd line. And have Matthias, or bring Richardson up to 3rd line with Matthias. Like we got options, is what I'm trying to say. Now what are we looking at for D? Hamhuis, Edler, Bieksa, Kulikov, Spiza, Tanev, that's our top 6. They are healthy. Stanton slots in if we're missing a guy. We can slot in Weber and Corrado as well if we're missing a guy, so that's not too big of a deal. We're pretty much covered on D. Sanguinetti, top 4 D? No, you're not. You're 77 overall. Anyways, goalies. It's pretty well known that Vancouver has another goalie logjam, especially with Thatcher Demko, which you can't see in this game because he is in college hockey and they don't put those players in. So there's an option there to get rid of either Lack or Markstrom. Lack's not getting any better at 84. Markstrom will get at least to 84, I believe. So that is a trading chip we have, Eddie Lack. What bothers me is everyone knows, well, not everyone, but if you're a fan of hockey, you know that goalies don't necessarily hit their prime until a lot later than forwards and defensemen. You'll see most goalies become starters in their late 20s, whereas if you're a forward and you're in your late 20s, you're probably already had your best seasons. So the fact that like potential is already exact at 27 for Eddie Lack is kind of dumb. It would be nice if they shifted that that slider for when your potential turns exact for goalies, but that's asking a lot out of EA. Draft picks, what do we have for draft picks? We have a first, a second, a fourth, a fifth, a fifth, a sixth. Alright. It would not be a bad idea to try to get a first out of some team. What I would like to do is probably try to make a package with Chris Higgins and one of our later picks, like I know we don't have a third, but we do have a second, which teams will want. No one's really going to want a fifth or sixth or a fourth. And try to find a team that has a replaceable, a little bit younger version of Chris Higgins for maybe the third line, but eventually the second line, and then pick up a first as well in that trade. So we're looking at forwards, young wingers. Too bad you can't search for both wingers. Overall, we're looking for about someone like Riley Smith would be a good pickup here, but we're going to keep looking through everyone. What really matters is that their first overall, or not their first overall, their first round pick's not going to have too much value, so maybe we'll look at that first. Ooh, they still have the St. Louis Blues pick that they shouldn't have because of that big Evander Kane trade that just went down. Well, it just went down, it was a while ago, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull any of those picks out of them. Carolina we might be able to pull, depending on what they have for wingers. It's got to be like Minnesota, because they're crushing the league right now. So their first is gonna, yeah. And what do they have? They want to get rid of it too. So let's see what they got for wingers. This could be a quick find. So someone around 84, 83. So they got two 83s, young guys, Nino Niederreiter and Granlund there. Not going to be able to get Granlund because he's a centerman. We don't need that. Eric Holla. Holla at your boy. Jason Zucker. They've got players, but no one that we really need. They all kind of have too high of value for what we're going to be able to get with the pieces we're sending that way. So let's see what else is out there. How's Montreal doing? Apparently not too hot. I think Jersey's shit in the bed, so yeah. What teams were doing well? What teams were doing well? Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's always doing well in this game. For the first couple seasons at least. Forwards, what do we got for wingers here? Wouldn't mind picking up someone that's injured. Taking off some of that trade value. Bo Bennett. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Top 6 forward, that's what we're looking for. He's only 82 right now, which is a little bit lower than I'd like at this point. They don't want to get rid of him. I'm going to go browse trading block. I don't know if I've ever used the trading block in this game. Oh, it's just this garbage. This is so dumb. I hate this. There's no, like, search through guys, is there? Good lord. Here, you know what I'm going to do? Cut the shit right now and pull it back once I find a player and a team that looks decent. Alright, so here's a decent trade that I've pulled up. Anaheim has a really good value first round, so they're obviously doing pretty well this year. As you can see, not too much value on that. And they have Kyle Palmieri. He is 24 at 83 overall. Can I go like this to pull a guy up? Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at this. This is kind of neat. So there's Palmieri. There's Higgins. Two-way forward compared to a sniper. But he's got 2 years left on his deal and 2 years left to improve until he hits that 26 and evens out. Right now he's set as a third line scoring forward, whereas Higgins is second line. But that can change. Like, this is kind of what I was looking for. Just a younger version of Higgins, which Palmieri looks to be. You can see down there the trade value. It's a lot less. So that's this could be a trade that goes through. Instead of Palmieri, they also have Silverberg, who I believe is a sniper, and he is an 82 at 24 years old. Yeah, there he is. Is he a sniper or is he a playmaker? Sniper. So this is more, maybe, of a player that's a little bit more like Higgins with the same play type, except for his contract's out this year, and then he has 2 more years to get better as well. So rather than having his contract run out when he's done progressing, we'd have to give him one now, and it's kind of more of a gamble. He does have less trade value, so it's more likely to go through. Palmieri has elite potential. I don't know why, because I don't think he's going to be an elite player. But he does, whereas Silverberg is kind of maxed out at top 6 there. So, what's their? Do they have categories in this game like they did in the last one? Ooh, look at that. So 4.5-star puck skills, senses, shooting. Everything's there. His defense is a little weak. If I go like this, we'll take. Oh, look at that. His defense is a little weak as well. So is his physical. His shooting for a sniper is really not that good. 83, 86, 84, 85. 83, 85, 85, 84. So they got like the same shot at this point. Palmieri is a small guy there. His physical is 4 stars though, whereas Silverberg's not a small guy, but his physical is only 3.5. These puck skills are decent though. 87 and then 84 is across the board. Palmieri has good puck skills too though. Who's better at killing penalties? Because I believe we use Higgins for that. Looks like Palmieri. I guess he's a two-way forward. It makes sense that he'd be better. Penalty killer. Offensive awareness is 84. Offensive awareness is 84. Man, at this point, Palmieri does look like the better player, although I don't know. He's got the more value. We'll try him out, see if this trade goes through. Can't go wrong here. It's basically a younger version of Palmieri. A younger version of Higgins, and then we're turning our second-round pick into a first-round pick. So, getting younger and getting better. Let's see if this goes through. Trade accepted. Look at that. So, that wasn't too bad. I'm going to take a look at what our top 6 looks like now and see if we want to make any more trades. Higgins, Sedin. Sort by overall. Sedin, Palat. It's going to be Sedin, Vada, and then Palat, Bonino, I guess Kastian moves up now, and then the third line is Palmieri, Matthias, Kucherov. We could use another left winger is what this tells me. And we could trade someone like Linden Vey, although I want to keep him because he is still decently young. But all our bottom six is all young players, really, except for Richardson. Richardson at 83 with a decent chunk of trade value at 30 years old. There's a player we can move and bring in a left winger. Yeah, let's try to do that. Let's try to move Richardson for a younger left winger of similar trade value and overall skill. So we're looking at like a left winger, someone around 82, 83. Again, I will probably just skip all this shit. We could we could pick up Silverberg now, but I'm gonna go through. Oh, they want him. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go through and make sure there's no one better than Silverberg because I don't want to just jump the gun, and then cut back. All right, so I've gone through, and it looks like the best trade is actually with Anaheim and Silverberg. The only other player that looks like we could get is Bork from Nashville, 81 at 24, so it's not as good. And what is he? He's a two-way forward, which we just picked up. And from Dallas, I think we can get Roussel, which is a grinder. Yeah, that's one of the... I think those are the three players we would be able to pick up. He's already 25, 82. So I think the best pick would be Anaheim and Silverberg, which is kind of stupid to make two separate trades, but if it works, it works. They don't have any first round, obviously, since we just took that. They do want to get rid of their second, which doesn't have too much value, so we'll try to snag that back the other way. No, there's no way that's going to happen. Remove that. Let's just go one for one, see if it goes through. Rejected. They don't want to get rid of Silverberg, but they want Richardson. Can we do anything to sweeten the deal? Obviously not going to give them any picks. Any high picks, that is. We can give them our fourth and our fifth. That's not apparently why it does not do trades anymore. Accepted. So 2 fifths was enough to push that trade through. Not going to get anything with a fifth in a video game. In real life, you can, but that's not what this is. So let's go to manage rosters. Let's put our lines together. Make sure they're to our liking. So it should be. I guess it's going to be hard without Daniel back in the lineup, because we're just going to have to change it right away. You know what we're going to do? We're going to sim past the trade deadline here. We're going to get to a point where we can do... oh shit, what the fuck am I doing? This fucking menu system I hate. I hate everything about this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm so disappointed with it. I don't know if you can tell, because I barely bitch about it every time I make a video, but fuck me. How much better would it be if it was just fucking NHL 14, but faster and more features? Don't think I want this trade. Brian Campbell for 2 of our prospects. Oh, actually, let's take a look at that trade. That's not the worst trade. Where's the value coming from? Gaunt's. How do you compare? Oh my god, the fucking buttons. I'm losing my mind. Alright, here we go. So Gaunt's has the potential to be a second line guy, it says. Whereas Campbell is already on the decline as a second pairing defenseman. What are we at for centerman prospects? Grenier, I don't think is anything. Is he? Does it show age on here? Can you see age? 23, there we go. He's currently a 4th line, looking like he's only ever going to be a 4th line guy, so I'm not too worried about getting rid of him. Let's take a look at our center prospects and see. I know we got Horvat, I guess we got Vey kind of as a prospect. Potential, here we go. Alright, so Henrik Sedin, not going to be with us for too much longer. Jared McCann, He has a ways to go, but he says he's going to be elite, or can be elite. Bonino, he's going to be our second line center basically forever. Gaunt's who they want. Looks like he would be fighting with a position for Bonino, but Bonino's not going anywhere really. Matthias, third line center right there. Castles looks like also could be a third line center. Same with Vey, or a fourth line, these two guys. And Fox, maybe a fourth line center. He's got not too much trade value on him though, so I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket. It would be nice not to trade Gauntz, just to be safe. It gives us an option with moving Bonino in the future if we have to, so no, I'm not going to take that trade. I don't even know what the trade deadline looks in this game. Lynn Vey's been injured, right on. He's not coming back for a week. I would like to get, what's his dick back? Fucking Daniel. Oh, Redeem is not back till the 13th. Jesus Christ, quit getting injured. I have no team right now. This is not good. 13th, Redeem was coming back, right? I don't know when Daniel's supposed to be back. It should be by then. I don't think he had a big injury. Alright, so Vey's back. Not too worried about him. Bolster up that fourth line a little bit, you know what I mean? Wouldn't mind stringing a few W's together here. We are trying to make a playoff push. I know we moved a few guys, but I don't think we got significantly worse by any means. I would like to... Ooh, Anaheim, our trade partners. Beating us, shutting us out. Alright, Redeem. Best lines. Daniel, when are you coming back, buddy? I need to make these lines. Daniel Sedin is back. Alright, best lines. Another loss, Jesus Christ. Not good. Not good at all. Where are we? Edmonton. We're still smoking. Oh, not, because they have a lot of overtime losses. I'm going to pull this up quick. Edmonton. Oh, wow. What the fuck happened here? San Jose's gone on a tear. I said, probably not San Jose. They fucking are heating right up. They're a point above us and a game above us, so it looks like maybe they're our opposition. That fucking sucks. That's going to kick us out of a playoff spot. There we are in 9th, fighting with San Jose, like I said. So, yeah. San Jose now. That, not good, because, wow. Out of nowhere, San Jose going on a heater. Okay, let's manage these rosters, edit these lines. Alright. Starting lineup, Daniel Sedin, Henrik Sedin, Redeem the Dream. Perfect. Palat, Bonino, not Kucherov. I want Cassian up there. So I'm going to swap those. Kucherov, Palmieri, Matthias. Where is Silverberg? We need Silverberg playing. Definitely need Silverberg playing. Although doesn't make sense to keep him on the fourth line. We got a logjam of these type of players. Shit. We got rid of Richardson, so that's why we got Vey. Jeffrey. Alright. What do we got here? Stanton scratched. Stanton, Silverberg. Is there send out the minors? Probably not from this screen, because this game doesn't make sense like that. So we could get Silverberg in, and it would make our team better, but what's that going to do to his progression? Does this game even care about that? I mean, it's going to be better than not playing him. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put our best players out where we can. Matthias, yeah, that's good for having him there. Alright, that looks fine. Defense. How do I go to defense? There we go. Hamius, Bieksa, Edler, Spiza, Kulikov, Tanev. Yeah, that's what we're used to. 25 with low potential, 24 with medium potential. We're going to switch these two. What else we got? And then in net we should have Miller healthy with Eduardo backing him up. Yep, perfect. Alright, our team does not look like a bad team. I mean, our lines are decent. Daniel's still kind of hurt for 3 days, but I think we have what it takes to overtake San Jose here. I think we just lost to them twice, which really sucks for us. I'm going to take a look at this calendar. We played them on the deadline, didn't we? Yeah, and then we lost to them on the weekend. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Do we have any other games against Edmonton or San Jose in the rest of this season? Those will be some big games. The last game of the season up against Edmonton, so if it comes down to that, that could be intense action. But no more games against San Jose. We dropped the ball there big time, so. Alright, that's going to do it for episode, 7? Of season mode, GM mode, whatever you want to call it. Thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to press like on it, subscribe to the channel for more content, and I will see you in the next video.